Welcome back to Football Fever, your number one home for all things football, from the Premier League to the AFCON, and today, the biggest club showdown on the planet, the FIFA Club World Cup. The tournament where continental champions collide, pride is on the line, and only one club emerges as the true king of global football. This year's edition is shaping up to be nothing short of fireworks, and today, we're breaking it all down: the venue, the clubs involved, the dark horses, and who's most likely to lift the trophy. Let's start with the basics. The 2025 FIFA Club World Cup will be hosted in the United States. Yes, you heard that right. For the first time ever, the US will be welcoming the expanded version of the tournament, featuring 32 teams in a World Cup-style format. This is no longer the small 7-club contest we're used to. It's bigger, bolder, and far more competitive. With top clubs from Europe, South America, Africa, Asia, and beyond, this is the ultimate global battle of football supremacy. Now, let's talk about the giants who'll be competing. Representing Europe, we have some of the fiercest and most successful clubs on the planet. First up, Manchester City, winners of the UEFA Champions League 2023 and still in top form. Then there's Real Madrid, the kings of Europe with their rich history and recent La Liga triumphs. Real Madrid may not have lifted the most recent UCL, but they remain a powerhouse, loaded with world-class talent from front to back: Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Tchouaméni, the list is endless. From Germany, Bayern Munich are also making their return. They've had a bit of an up-and-down domestic campaign, but no one can ever count out Bayern when it comes to major international tournaments. If they're firing on all cylinders, they're a real threat. Italy's flag will be carried by Inter Milan, who have grown tremendously over the last few seasons, solidifying their place as one of Europe's most balanced sides. Simone Inzaghi has turned them into a winning machine. With Lautaro Martinez leading the line and a rock-solid defense, they're not here to make up the numbers. Moving to South America, Fluminense from Brazil will be one to watch. They're the current Copa Libertadores champions and come into this tournament with flair, passion, and plenty of Brazilian firepower. We all know how dangerous South American clubs can be in this tournament. They've got grit, they've got skill, and they always show up hungry. Then we have Ahly, the pride of Africa, coming in as CAF Champions League winners. Ahly is a name that commands respect across the world. They've been here before, they've made deep runs, and they come loaded with experience and a fan base that stretches across continents. Don't be surprised if they go further than expected. African clubs are more dangerous than ever in these expanded formats. And of course, the Asian champions Ulsan Hyundai are coming in hot from South Korea, representing the AFC with speed, organization, and that never-say-die spirit. Add to that Monterrey from Mexico for CONCACAF, and you've got a tournament that's as global as it gets. But now, let's talk about the team that everyone has their eyes on, the most outstanding club in the world right now, Manchester City. Pep Guardiola's side has redefined dominance. Last season, they won the treble, the Premier League, FA Cup, and the UEFA Champions League. And guess what? They haven't taken their foot off the gas. With Erling Haaland smashing in goals, Kevin De Bruyne pulling strings in midfield, and the likes of Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, and Rodri all playing their peak football, City look nearly unstoppable. They've got depth, style, strategy, and a hunger that's scary. But can they translate their European dominance to the world stage? That's the big question. Historically, European clubs have won most editions of the Club World Cup, but this is a whole new format. A full 32-team knockout-style tournament means more matches, more risk of surprises, and far less room for error. Let's not forget the climate and setting. Hosting the tournament in the United States introduces a whole new dynamic. Travel fatigue, unfamiliar conditions, time zone differences, all these small details can affect performance. The US has invested heavily in football infrastructure in the last decade, and stadiums in cities like Los Angeles, Miami, and New York will offer world-class conditions, but the travel across such a large country could test even the deepest squads. One fascinating storyline is the possible showdown between Real Madrid and Manchester City. They've had epic encounters in recent UEFA Champions League campaigns, and many fans are hoping we get a rematch in the Club World Cup final. The style clash between Guardiola's tactical machine and Madrid's mix of experience and youthful explosiveness could be legendary. And what about the underdogs? Could this be the year we see a South American club like Fluminense or Boca Juniors make it all the way to the final and shake things up? Could Ahly pull off a miracle and become the first African club to win the Club World Cup? Football is unpredictable, and in a knockout format, anything can happen. One thing is certain: fans across the globe will be tuning in. This is not just a test of skill but of mental strength, stamina, and squad depth. The 2025 Club World Cup will test every ounce of preparation and character each club has. And with pride, legacy, and millions of fans watching, the stakes couldn't be higher. If we had to place an early prediction, it's hard to bet against Manchester City. Their cohesion, tactical clarity, and star power put them in the driver's seat. But if history has taught us anything, it's that tournaments like these always have a twist. A red card here, a penalty shootout there, an inspired underdog performance. It only takes one moment to flip the script. So who's your pick to win the Club World Cup? Will Pep Guardiola finally conquer the globe? Will Real Madrid remind the world why they're football royalty? Or will we witness a Cinderella story from the continent's less favoured? Drop your predictions in the comments and let's get the conversation going. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our Club World Cup coverage. Here on Football Fever, we live for moments like these, the glory, the drama, the passion of the game. Until next time, stay passionate, stay informed, and keep the fever alive. This is Football Fever, signing off. Let me know if you'd like a visual cue sheet, thumbnail title suggestions, or a short version for social media promo.